Little bonus Saturday afternoon pumps. What's up, Yeti? What up, what up? It was at the end of the night, pretty much. Near the end of the stream on Thursday. It's a four-man challenge rift. Tough to deal with knee pain. I don't think I have to lay out for the week. Oh yeah? That sucks. What's wrong with your knee? That sucks. BF, what's up, dude? BFI. Oh. Sneaking in for a little Saturday afternoon pump. Wasn't really sure we were gonna be able to work out today, but here we are. Jenny was like, yeah, I'll take a nap with Archie. You go work out. So I was like, all right. Not fighting that. Wrathis, thanks so much for that Prime, dude. Of course, big flex for you. The 2 months. I believe so, Nuana. Yeah, I snuck it in. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Might need to start wearing leg wraps for the heavier weights? Maybe. I think if you're having knee pain, I don't know. You might want to address the form and maybe not do such heavy weight for a little while. Thank you, Yeti. I appreciate it, man. Feeling good today. Feeling good today. Had a really fun stream last night, man. We were pumping last night. That was crazy. Big gains in Diablo. Big pumps. And a lot of good vibes going around too. It was pretty interesting seeing that. Pretty cool to see that. It's a good feeling. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to be part of. Big pumps and good vibes. Ooh. Guess get some legs in this evening? Oof, yeah, I hope you feel better, man. I gotta get some legs in at some point. I think I might just pump today, though. We'll see. We will see. But I mean, letting my posterior chain recover after the meet is probably a fine thing to be doing, so. I'm working on them shoulders, man. I'm working on them. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure the challenge rift that we did was at the end of Thursday's stream. It was cool because it was a 4-man challenge rift, and it's way different. You know? What I bench? On Monday I did 315. How many kilos are those? They're 20 pounds, so not much. Not much. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good feeling, flexing. That's a good feeling. That's a big deadlift too, man. Big deadlift. It's a good feeling when the weight moves. I feel like the only thing where I really have the weight just move is on bench, actually, for me. But deadlift is getting there. Deadlift's getting there. If you get that form right and your technique is good, then yeah, it feels real nice to just get that weight moving. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I might do some hex bar today again. I kind of just feel like having fun in the gym this week. Maybe get back to work next week. We'll see. Need to get some squats in during the week. Maybe Monday even. We'll see. Monday squat sesh. Because the weekend workouts, they're a little variable. Glad to be in the gym today. Yep. Record deadlift record yesterday with a straight bar, 515. Jeez Louise. It's crazy, man. And fish? Nah, we're not doing that, bro. We ain't doing that. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do that. Not even following the stream, talking smack. Thought it takes the 19 months, man. Big flicks for you. Welcome back, man. Sandwich. Get some kind of protein on that sandwich. Get some kind of veggies on that sandwich. Good to go, dude. Turkey, lettuce, tomato, boom. Good to go. Good to go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Special bonus Saturday afternoon pumps. Love to see it. More hex bar does sound like a lot of fun though. Some tunas, there you go, that'll do. That could be the one, that could be the winner. How do we have a hype train close? You know what's weird? I have this suspicion that bans and timeouts count towards hype trains. I think there's like a bug. I think it's a bug. What's up, stress level? No, seriously. Do you guys see the hype train being close? We've had 2 subs, and I timed that dude out, and then I banned him. And that's 4 events leading into a hype train. I think that timeouts and bans activate hype trains. Yeah. I wonder if it'll actually complete it. Or I wonder if it's not a real hype train. We should see if somebody can subscribe or use a Saiyan power up first before you ban somebody. But I think it's a bug. I think because it happened before. I noticed that at the end of the stream, I had to ban somebody at the end of the stream, and I was like, "Hype train? Where's that coming from?" Let's see, Low-Key Yeti powering up. You don't see it. I see a hype train on my stream, so you don't see it. Okay, it's like a ban train. That's so weird. Yeah, what's up, stress level? All right. Yeah, so now the hype train is gone. I did not mean to bait you, Loki Yeti. I promise there was a hype train there. Maybe it's just for me. I don't know. It's like a band train, yeah. I don't know, it's some kind of weird bug. That's hilarious, though. It's a band train. Let's go, Thunders. Let's go, big fella. Powering up. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I see it. It happened twice now. Thanks for that recently to the set. Flex. Thank you. Big pumps to you. Let's go. Iron it up. I mean, we can get a normal hype train going just fine too. What the heck? What's going on over there? What is going on over there? You know, popping off right now. Holy crap. Shout out to Geary Big Flex for the 5 gifties. And shout out to Geary, thank you so much for your 13 months. Hold up now. And the Low-Key Yeti, so the stress level and Captain Frosty going, see, now do you guys see the hype train? With 5 get subs. What is going on in the chat right now? Holy crap. My goodness. Yo, Stress, what's your question? Did you get like a big drop or something? Let's go, guys. What the heck is going on in this chat right now? Absolutely popping off as a team, getting the Saturday vibes rolling. Let's go. Holy macaroni. Pumping us up. Pumping us right on up. Thank you so much. Pumping them up. Cold Brew getting hooked up. Let's go, dude. Let's go, Cold Brew. 5 out of 5 sellable Chip and Stone Flesh. First of all, look, he powering us up again, dude. Did we bug the hype train? Thanks, Cold Brew. Appreciate it, man. So 5 out of 5 star is insane. What is your plan for the game? And what class do you play? Because a 5 out of 5 star, you could use it, but generally, I would probably recommend selling those because that's going to give you a lot of platinum to work with to buy and use, upgrade other gems. Generally. But it's a pretty good gem. Got a lot of resonance. Monk, okay. So Monk uses long stuns sometimes, right? And like full loss of control effects with like their ring of stun. You could use that as a Monk. I haven't been playing much Lost Ark recently, but we probably will eventually. Most of been playing Diablo Immortal, just loving it. You could use it. What do you? But once again, that could be a lot of platinum for you. I don't think a chip of stone flesh will sell for absolute market cap, but it is still pretty good, for sure. And it could finance a lot of gems and upgrades for you. But yeah, I mean, you can also use it, which would be kind of fun. But using and then upgrading whatever out of 5-star gems is going to be more expensive, though. So kind of depends on what your planned spending level is. Welcome, Gecky Bear. What's up? My routine is usually push-pull legs, but sometimes I'll just get in the gym for a little pump. A little Saturday afternoon pump sounds pretty good to me. So today, I might just do like some shoulders, some bench press, and some hex bar. Just a little full body fun Saturday workout. It's kind of what I'm in the mood for today. We're still kind of buzzing off of our powerlifting meet on Monday, and still kind of halfway recovering from that too, so it's all good. Yeah, just a little pump just to get the good vibes going on a Saturday afternoon, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful day out here in California. We've got our own home gym, find the stream. You guys are pumping up the subs and the Saiyan Ascensions, just bringing it, man. Bringing it, feeling good. The drink is Legion Pulse pre-workout. It's really good. Really good. Take a walk down the street, you're like, wait, actually, yeah, but then I can't be streaming it. I'll just be peacing out. Just leave you guys hanging. I don't want to do that. I want to hang out and chat. Oh, we lift a little bit. I'm glad to hear that, Dia. Gonna sell it to get heat platinum? Yes. Yes. That sounds good. Sounds good, man. Hope you get a bunch of plat for that. That will finance a ton of gems and upgrades for you. That's awesome. Congrats. Yeah, my shoulders aren't real aesthetically strong. Especially for someone who is gaming but also into fitness, you're in the right place. Games and Gains is our trademarked brand. Welcome, welcome. You're in the right place. I think you'll like it here. We have a lot of fun. Don't we, guys? Usually my workouts are in the morning, but we're just doing it a little different today. Just schedule's a little different on the weekend sometimes. The weekend, my priority is trying to give my wife a break. Let her have like a day to herself if she wants it, and then hang out with my baby boy. So that's the priority then. But she's like, I'll take a nap with him today. You go to the gym. It's very sweet of her. Because we didn't do a workout stream yesterday morning because she was going to dinner or going to breakfast with a friend. So, you know, it's kind of a little give and take there. Ready for BG tonight? Got beat up to 2K plus with a ring 4 bio. Oof, that's big. I don't think I'm going to be 2K for a little while, but we may have the juice. You got it, Stress. We may have the juice to get there, but it's going to take a while to sell and then buy and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see. 2K is nuts, man. That's crazy. Way to work, man. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a good session of BGs in tonight. Hopefully we will. Just get warmed up a little bit here. I got it. We'll see. We'll see. The gym right now is nice. We'll see, huh? Be a menace. We did decide to go ahead and make use of that Phoenix. I think it's the right call. But it's gonna take a while to really improve. We could get the power and command ranked up, but we'll see. Might want to save the juice for the rank 5 pushes on the 5 stars. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna take a little while to get the Phoenixes because I gotta sell everything and then I gotta buy the Phoenixes, so. But you know, whatever. We'll get there. That might be my next project though, as we slowly accumulate more biles and seepings. But I sold my biles and seepings, or sorry, I sold my biles and my jades last time. I could have had 3 jades and 3 biles or something like that. Well, no, maybe, I'm not sure. No, I don't think I sold any biles, but maybe, anyway, it's fine. Yaki Bear, big flex for the fresh sub, man. Okay, gotcha, Lance. Okay, yeah. It just takes time. I did sell a few of the I think I sold a 3-star blood soak, which is fine, but I think I sold a 2-star in there as well. And I may have sold, I don't think I sold the seeping bile. I think I decided to go ahead and use that. But I may have sold a seeping bile before. So I could have maybe had like 4 or 3 or 4 of each, but we'll get there. Dark Looker, thanks for the 9 months, man. Big flex for you, but I think I'm gonna keep them now. And just kind of let it slow roll for a while. You know? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Dark Looker, for the reset, man. You rock. Welcome back, dude. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate the pumps. Nice, that's nice. What we went to? Body weight or lifting weight? I was very surprised. I hadn't weighed myself in a while. I weighed 197 this morning. That's not what I expected. I thought I was like 210. I weighed 197. I don't know what's up with that. But I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I guess, right? Not getting too chubby or anything, but yeah, that's not what I expected. 197, under 200 pounds right now. It's not what I expected. Guess what we've been doing with my food has been working. Been feeling more full, having better energy, but body's still burning it up, I guess. I don't know if I'm 10 to 12, I'm not sure. I think I'm a little higher than that, but yeah, I guess I think I'm just burning up. Not sure. Because I've been bringing my calories up is the thing, so I didn't expect to have my weight be 197 still. Ugh. I'll just eat more food, Storm. More food. Ugh. More carbohydrates to train with, so 5'11". Yeah, King, but I'm not gonna try to worry about what I could have had too much, because everything has led me here just fine, and it helped me make the gains to get there. So, yeah. But I'm thinking I might start saving up my biles and blood soaks that I get. Just have those ready for when we want to, if we want to try to get those to rank 5 at some point, which would be cool. Yeah. That would be cool. All patience, yeah, like, it's crazy. People have been so generous with the whale fund. So, let's take our time and keep having fun, you know? A little rib session on Friday and then grind for the week and see where it puts us, you know? See how it goes. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty funny, huh, Ender? What's up, man? Yeah, they do. Yep. Just gotta kind of roll with it, you know? It's kind of part of the fun. Although I was thinking about buying a 3-star Phoenix, so the fact that a 4-star dropped was pretty interesting. Sounds good, Quaylen. We're gonna pump a little bit and then we'll play tonight. We got our grind on this evening. Yeah, I think the Phoenix could be cool. I mean, like, to be honest, like, it's a 4-star gem. Like, it's a bunch of res. The RC4, I don't know, we'll see. What do we drive? We actually have a really nice car. We have an Audi Q5. It's very nice. Like it a lot. Gym late today because weekend. The schedule gets different on weekends sometimes. Q5, family vehicle. Yeah, the German engineering, it's good, I like it a lot. Yeah, glad to have your ogre. Thank you guys for the gifted subs already, man. Pumping us up, something fierce today. You guys rock. Keep that energy up. I like it. I like it. All right. It's very nice, I like it. Now I have to bump up the weight a little bit here. I have to do some quad extensions. My legs are hungry for some work. I don't know if I'm gonna do squats right now. What to say to someone that's new to Warrior? Come back since BFA was watching videos. Warrior's pretty fun right now. Yeah. Yeah, your band's great. Tried deadlift first time this week in order for lower back restore. I mean, it could be, right? As you learn the form, you need to learn how to brace your core, use your glutes, lock in your back, instead of just cranking with your lower back. So keep the weight light, keep the movement, you know, with good technique, you'll be okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm with you, Urbane. I'm with you, man. That's very nice. Glad I have a, reliable, safe vehicle for the fam, you know? Oh, that's Death Wish. You probably should, I gotta make like a normal guide for you at some point. I gotta get a normal guide for you. For like 9.2.5 Fury. Death Wish is just for fun. But yeah, I mean, if it's your first time training, I don't think it's unreasonable or unexpected. Cool, Quaylen. Get you some loot, man. Get you some looties. The main grind for me right now is just getting the gems to sell. I'm making some acquisitions. Which take a couple days, so it's just farming in PvP right now. And no Diablo Immortal, farming and PvPing. Sounds good. Man, but yeah, I haven't made a 9.2 Fury guide yet. I'll do that eventually. I like Fury a lot. I think it might still be better than arms, I'm not sure. But admittedly not really focused on WoW at the moment, so. Necrolord is pretty solid for a warrior. It's pretty simple. You pop your banner, you do more damage. Pretty straightforward. But they're all pretty good for warrior is the thing. Which one do you like? Yeah, monks are insane, yeah. For sure. But you can definitely pick a covenant that you just like the vibe of, you know? And that'll be fine. Yeah. Well, I'd say Necrolord and Kieran are probably the best. But yeah. Alright, Koraz. Have fun, man. Have fun. We'll catch you next time, bro. Feel free to swing by, ask warrior questions anytime, man. I'm not playing as much WoW right now, but I still can help you out. Still know my way around, you know? Oh, you're gonna get wrecked. You're only level 46, yeah. Not even max level yet. I can't feel my back if I barbell row, not even heavy weight, like 16 reps. You could try to do some chest supported rowing stuff. Might be good. Really brace your core and focus on pulling your elbows back and down into your hips. Try that. Yeah. Good, good, good. Grundy coming to 80 now? Or casually playing for weeks? Yeah. It's not too bad, huh? Not too bad, just chilling. Yeah, I mean, it's the last patch, so catch-up's gonna be pretty good, huh? Woo. Could do some pull-ups today too for the back and arms, but some of these bench hex bar workouts are just kind of fun pumpers. How important is the belt around your waist? Not really important, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's not like you need it, no. Yeah. Hex bars are lovely. They are lovely. Probably one of my favorite additions to the gym. All right, Gaki Bear. We might even be able to see you tonight for my nighttime stream when you wake up in the morning. We'll catch you later. Glad to have you here. I think you're gonna like it. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel. Show the Diablo Immortal videos some love, help pump those up, help them reach people who like Diablo Immortal. Gotta find some buddies, find some homies. Now that is easier than a straight bar deadlift. It's a little different, but I'd say if normal deadlifts hurt your back, you could try that. Lay down tonight, yeah. Yep. Yep. We need to get some V-Rising in this week at some point. Probably during one of the daytime streams, we'll do some V-Rising. Maybe Monday, we'll see. Pretty cool. Legion Pulse pre-workout. It's our official sponsor. I haven't tried Naraka, but it looks really cool. Looks like it has like a pretty wild skill cap on it too. I'll try it eventually. I'd be down. Looks pretty fun. Gotta maybe get my butt kicked though. Seagull game, what's up, what's up? Putting up the dukes. Watch out now. Watch out now. Got the dukes up, ready to go, ready to rumble. Watch out now. Watch where you're swinging in dukes. I generally prefer to work out first thing in the morning, but weekends are a different schedule sometimes. Sometimes I don't even get to work out on the weekend. So this is like a bonus workout. It's 1:49, so almost 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We get a little bonus workout. Got to take advantage of those. You know what I'm saying? You follow the channel just to get mad at my shirt? Is that correct? Yeah, Jenny works out with me sometimes. She's been enjoying yoga recently. So, that's good. Welcome. Doing good, Seagull. Like I said, it's a bonus workout, so I'm grateful for it. Yeah, you're waiting for it, Nev. Kind of odd, isn't it? I don't know, man. I like the way the clothes feel and fit personally, so kind of odd. I guess it's because it's popular. People get mad about it. I don't know. Who cares? Ain't gonna attend to that little bandagry. You know what I'm saying? I doubt Gymshark picks out random fake natties to follow. They probably sponsor people who have millions of Instagram followers, right? Gymshark's done probably one of the best jobs I've seen collaborating with content creators within their space. So they can do what they want. I like the clothes. That's actually not very hot today, feels like. Under Armour's great too, yep. Yeah. People might have a nutty physique, have a lot of Instagram followers, to get sponsored by companies that want to use those platforms to promote their products, right? So, makes sense to me. I mean, I appreciate Gymshark doing sponsored work with me as well, which is really cool, you know, definitely. Whether they're doing calf raises all day long, will make them grow good, think it'll work? Sure, give it a try. It's just more activity for the calves if that's what you want to, if you want to hit them, yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Oh. I guess so, Spider Cow. I would say it's more like activity and not really much of a workout, Carrie, but why not, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's more activity. Every day's arm day. I'm not gonna fight you on that, bro. I'll throw a few curls in any old workout. I'm with you. I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm with it. I'm with it. My arms need the work anyway, so not against that idea. Especially not on a Saturday afternoon pump session. Definitely get them arms going for that. Yeah, leg day ons. Gotta get a good leg day this week. At least one. I've been trying to rest them up a little bit, but yeah, I feel ya. Those bounceable things make good chair Tysons for the Oklahoma watches? I would say just get yourself a chair and spend some period of time working out for the day instead of like, I mean, like you can definitely increase your activity doing stuff like that, but you can also just go for a walk and work out and then get a good chair and focus on your work. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got options, For sure. You got options. Not against it. Like I would say like if you're excited about that idea and it will make your day better, then go for it. But if you're like, rather just sit in a chair, then I agree. Yeah. Yep. Awesome, Carrie, awesome. Yeah, if you're looking for more ways to increase your activity for the day and you like the idea, you can give it a try. But yeah. But exactly, I'd probably say just get up more often out of your comfortable, supportive chair. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that everything's going good. That's what I want. Our whole team winning. That's what I like. Whole team winning. Hey Lance, I got another idea. So, I may have got my days twisted around, but I would say, not last time, but the night before, maybe was that the night where we were doing laps and getting like 1,000 kill streak? We should highlight that and show off that farm area. We should do that. Yeah. We should show off that loop. That might be a good way to do it. You know, 1,000 plus kill streak, you know what I mean? Like, the best place to farm 1,000 plus kill streaks, that kind of thing. We should do that. That'd be cool. It's hard to get your friends to work out. It's really hard to make someone want to do something. But you can just, you know, go together, have fun, right? Yep. Just make them go. Just tell them, no, we're going. Like, there's not a discussion. Just come on. Like, just activate, get on now. But yeah, it's hard to make somebody else want to do it. So. Yeah. You can help it, they gotta want it. They gotta make the decision, you know? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, it's just make it part of the schedule. Just understand, like, we're doing this, and it's happening. Like, it's just, there's no fussing about it. We're just getting it done, so come on. Yep, come on. Get up, get your clothes on, get your shoes on. Go get yourself some Legion Pulse pre-workout. Get that in you. Let's go. Sometimes that's how it's gotta be. But yeah, I mean, eventually, like, you can help them kind of establish the habit, establish the routine, and eventually they'll like it. But yeah, if someone else is like just relying all the time on you making them do it, it's gonna be kind of tough on you. But it is good to have like a partner, you know? Yeah. It is what it is. Or some Legion stuff. Yeah, get it. Get that Legion Pulse. That'll get your butt in the gym. That'll get your butt in the gym. You'll be ready to go. Makes the workouts more fun too. IMO. Get your butt in that gym. Get to work on it. Let me fix something real quick. All right, now let's go. Let's pump it. Couple more of these bad boys. We don't need to go much heavier than this, but we gotta do a little bit of it. At least we'll have nice in it. I would check, maybe. Exclamation mark Legion, just go check it out real quick. It has all the ingredients listed really, really clearly. It might, but it might not. Cardio rest days, yeah, so you're still like getting yourself moving, right? Still getting yourself exercised, yeah. Definitely. Let me see. Does not appear to have niacin in it, no. Does not. So if you don't like niacin, you don't gotta worry about it with the pulse. Yeah. Exclamation mark Legion, Urbane, use my link. Yeah. That also gets you the promo code Bajheera for 20% off. There might be no 20% off sale right now anyway, but yeah, use my link, that way they know I sent you. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right now. Oh, sounds great, Carrie. Sounds great. You have fun. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be pumping it up for a little bit more. Then we'll be back tonight for the games, baby. Oh man. Tricep pumps, dude. I like it. Oh. Woo. Man. I think the trap bar weighs 60 pounds on its own. I think it weighs 240 with what I'm picking up. Able to keep adding weight. Well, get them shoulders back, get those lats down, get the, you know, get that back, the upper back kind of braced, back arch a little bit. Are you trying to get stronger? That's part of the deal. What's up, Bam? Big Bam. What up, what up? I love it, Turbold. It's so nice. The home gym is lovely. Good to see Big Bam. Woo! Get a little bonus Saturday afternoon workout in, man. Nice. Little chest and back pump, I think, is the name of the game today. Which we've been doing a lot of this week, but that's all right. We're the Tyler 1 Power Meet #3 champs. Do what we want to do. Do what we want to do. Have some fun with it. Oh. Man, oh man. That's funny. Hey, yo, Lance, did you hear what I was mentioning? Thanks, Bam. So it wasn't last night, it may have been the night before. We were doing a session of running laps, and we got like a 1,000+ kill streak. It might be kind of fun to make a highlight of that for YouTube, just so we can show off the farm, being like, you know, the best farming spot for kill streaks, 1,300+, easy, you know, that kind of thing. It might be good to highlight. Just running a circle killing stuff. Don't go to the gym, you might get hurt. You know, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Not sure that's the approach I'm gonna take. I think it's probably worth the risk, you know? A small risk is there, as always, but it might be worth it. Whew. Might be worth it. Sometimes you gotta take risks. Yep. Yep. Yeah, all them keywords. For sure. That might be a fun one though, huh? Just crank out the content. Crank it out. Man. Back movement, yeah. Kind of stretch the lats and then squeeze them down. It's a nice stretch and squeeze like right in there and kind of in there. Feels really good. Went to the gym for the first time, I gotta move my arms for 3 days. It happens. Happens. It'll get better. Yeah. Get back to it. Get your recovery in. Back to work. You're doing the right thing. Get in the gym. But yeah, it's gonna be an adjustment from going to no training to going ham. No, I'm just doing the hex bar today. I just haven't taken all the weights off the other bar. Just being, not exercising good gym etiquette for my own self. We're just doing a little like chest and shoulders and back pump today. A little upper body pump, and then we'll hit some leggies here pretty soon. I'm trying to let my legs recover from Monday. Them shouldies going. Trying not to have my left arm be too wonky. Yeah. Woo. Man. What's up, Toki? Still afternoon for us. I mean, I think hex bar is easier and fun, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's more like a rack pull or something like that rather than an actual deadlift. Yeah. No, I'm proud of you, Brioche. That's the right idea. But yeah, you're gonna be a little sore that first time in the gym. But keep going. Keep going. Do it. Ooh, some turb skis. All right, man, have fun, dude. Cleave them down. We'll be here for a little bit, pumping them up. Then back for the Diablo grind tonight. Pumping. Doing our thing. We got a lot of juice to work with at the last night's sponsored rift runs. Got a lot of juice to work with. It'll take a little while for that to all hit my character's power, but we got some stuff to look forward to. Once people start hitting Paragon 80, we have to take a break from the BGs, so we got to get him in now. You don't want to be not Paragon 80 against those big guys with like the Hell 3 gear on. It's gonna be rough. But we'll get a little closer to that mark before we start to really push for it. Woo. I'm always squeezing my right earbud out of my head, dude. How much money have I put into Diablo? The total investment on my character is, I think, 1.7 or 1.8, depending on taxes. But you got to remember, 1.6 of that was donated for me to do that. So, kind of interesting dynamic there, huh? Kind of an interesting dynamic. Yeah. You gotta keep that in mind. People just extraordinarily generous. Pumping my barbarian up so we can kick some butt on stream for you guys. Team effort. And I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm about it. Probably should have done some curls before this, but we'll do a couple more. How about you, chicken pox? Got some barbs and power gyms? Yeah, we did. We got some stuff to work on now. Make sure you guys are going and showing today's YouTube video some love too. Some really cool intro that Quaylen made. I think there's a limit I'd set. We'll see. It kind of depends on how long we play, huh? We'll see. Don't need to go too crazy. But once again, like I said, 1,600 out of our 1,800 total, 1,700 total investment was literally donated for me to do that, so it's interesting, the dynamic, how that works. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we can get some of my 5 stars to rank 5, I'm not sure how much more we're gonna be pushing than that, so what kind of, whatever that ends up being, maybe will be kind of the point. We'll see, we'll see. We will see, huh? All depends on if we get more whale funds, because that plays into it too, for sure. But if we're having fun with the content and it's all going good, then we'll keep playing. And just because of the way the game works, we'll have to sort of decide when we want to just sort of lock in the character. But we still have some room to make some gains, so we'll see. We'll see. Would you say that you were big back then? Just curious. I don't think I was ever like super out of shape. There have been times where I put more and less effort into my training, but exercise has always been kind of a part of my thing. It's one of those things that I use to keep myself feeling good. I mean, if the Dragonflight Alpha is available for me to play, yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Definitely. Bet me being too jacked? I don't think I've ever at any point been too jacked either. I've been heavier, but I'm not really sure I've ever had a whole lot more muscle mass than this. So I'm not sure what you're thinking about. Because you may have even been thinking about times where I've been leaner, but more defined. I'm not really sure though. But yeah, I'm a little bit lower weight than sometimes, but that's just lower body fat. But sometimes when you get real big, you get like, I mean, cause here, do you think, is this what you mean? Like, do you think I was bigger here than I am now? Like, is that what you mean? Or do you mean more like when I was weighing like 225 pounds, like a big boy? Yeah. Any tip for someone who loves sugar and sweet things? It's hard for you to stop eating them suddenly. I mean, you can just, you know, start tracking your calories and eat less of those things, but if you want to have some of those during your day as part of your diet, you can. But if you don't want to just stop them cold turkey, you can, you know, just have less, right? Like instead of eating a whole bag of M&Ms, you have a serving, for example, right? You just gotta have a little bit of discipline and fit your calories in with what your goals are, right? Which will, you know, take practice, it'll take discipline, it'll take you probably doing something that's different than what you've been doing. It might be different than what you feel like doing, but it's worth it, right? Here we go. Well, I'm pump, yes, sir. Just got back from the gym, had to go to yourself. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it was a strong start to the day, man. Got some subs and sand power flowing right off the bat. Pretty crazy. Thanks, all Mike. That was fun, huh? I would have loved to hit that. Would have loved to hit that 4-plate squat, but yeah, feel ya. It was fun. I think I did a good job too, especially that deadlift. That was awesome. That was a big lift. Very glad we hit that one, you know? That was good stuff. But yeah, I don't think I've been a whole lot like more muscle mass than I currently have over the years. But I'm a little bit leaner than sometimes, but like I said, I'm not sure that's what you're talking about. Definitely have been, you know, 30 pounds heavier before, and some of that's my muscle mass too. A lot of that's body fat though. I feel good, a little lower body fat right now. I wouldn't say that I'm low body fat right now, but lower body fat. But this is a pretty good good place to be, you know? Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, Pale. Go back on stage? Probably eventually, yeah. Probably eventually, just gotta let the pandemic settle down, I guess. But Archer did get his first C19 shot yesterday. That's very exciting. Very exciting. He's taking like a champ too. The injection site doesn't seem to be sore at all, and it certainly hasn't affected his energy. He's running around like a wild boy today. Yep. You're fine. Your English is great. I think you just gotta focus up, and that's where practice comes into play too. So you practice and you build confidence, so that when you're approaching the weight, you know what to do. But yep. But yeah. You know, like just build your cues. That helps too. Make sure your whole body's working the way it's supposed to, and go with a good attitude. But you also don't need to be putting yourself in a position where like you're trying to max out every single time you touch the bar. You know, a lot of the work that you're doing is just laying the foundation so that you can be strong when it's time. You know. Yeah, sometimes you really gotta mean it, you know? You gotta mean it. Brace that core and push through the floor. HRT question mark? What does that mean? Hormone replacement therapy question mark? Is that what you're talking about? Heart rate? Right, but you just said HRT question mark. What is the question? A question mark means there's a question there, it's just not quite clear what it is. Am I on HRT? No. Where's that coming from? Yep, hormone. I don't know what it is, but where did that come from? Grubs, thanks so much for the prime, man. Big flex for you, but no, never been on any of that stuff ever. My size? No. No, I'm painfully, obviously natural. No. No. Should do another sort of pull-up probably. Nah. I'm not. You're checking in my nattiness in Diablo and in real life. Is that what that is? Checking in on my Diablo expenditures and no, we're not natty in Diablo Immortal. We are natty IRL. Yeah. Thanks, Aries. Yep, just doing my thing, man. Just doing my thing. Pumping. Oh boy. Yeah. Appreciate the support. Following for years? Well, then why are you asking if I'm on HRT? If you've been following it for years, you already know. Oh. I don't think alcohol is worth it. My warrior's natty too. Whew. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, if you've been following for years, then you already know, brother. That happens, Mike. Never drink alcohol? Very rarely. And more I'm like, it's just not worth it. Have like one beer and like the beer sits in your stomach all night, just like, ugh. What was your strategy when it came to coming lean for the competitions? Deficit. Chicken and rice is food selection, but you can gain weight or lose weight eating chicken and rice. Watch that video, it's a numbers thing. It's a numbers thing. Deficit of calories. I got you. We'll get you in the know. What's my calories per day currently? Probably like, maybe 3,800, 35 to 3,800. Maybe 3,700. Well, no. Maybe it's more like 4,000 actually. Yeah, maybe. Or 3,800. Something like that. Something like that. A lot of calories? No. Doesn't feel like a whole lot. But compared to 1,400, yeah, it is. Why are you eating so little? How can you calculate what you burn in terms of calories though? Feels hard to do. Watch the video. Because you eat a certain amount and then you see what happens. And you decide whether you need to go up or down, depending on what's happening. Yep. You only lifting? Mostly, I'll go for, I've been doing a daily walk with my wife on the weekdays, which is nice. But yeah, you gotta get started, Prowley. You gotta get started. There's a little bit of trial and error in the beginning. But once you get it going, you'll get in rhythm with it. You got this. You got this, bro. Whew. Ugh. What, Ziz? He's a bit of an icon. Bummer he went so soon. Yeah, people talk about that a lot more, but yeah, that's a lot of food. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Seb. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, well, take it slow. Especially if you're, not a real big human being. You don't need to lose weight real fast, but I trust you doing what you gotta do. Trust that you got a good handle on it. Yeah. But yeah, when somebody says they're eating 400 calories, I gotta inquire, like, hold up. What's going on with that? Drugs, prone, passing away recently, that's scary, yeah, it is. Drugs. People want to pretend like, oh, it's, as long as you talk to a doctor about it, that it's fine. It's like, no, it's not. It's just not. You think all those guys weren't going to doctors too? No, man, it's dangerous. It's dangerous stuff. Thanks, Stan. Appreciate it. Dangerous. Not worth it. The one that makes me the most sad is John Meadows. I mean, it's all sad, but that one really stung. Yep. Yeah, thank goodness, huh, Mike? Thank goodness. Hopefully they stay healthy, man. Hopefully they do. Yep. It's like 90 out here, but it doesn't really feel very hot today, honestly. But I don't know, Mike. Some people can smoke their whole life and live to be 100. Like that happens, but it's not like smoking's not bad, you know what I mean? I hope that they stay healthy though, for sure. Yep. Want to replace fat with muscle? That doesn't really happen. You can build muscle and lose muscle, and you can gain fat and lose fat, but they don't really turn into one another. Right? You're not overweight, but no means am I underweight. So I would probably eat in a small surplus and build muscle right now. You probably can lose a little bit of fat and build muscle at the same time. But if you're new to the gym and you're not overweight, then you should be probably spending time building muscle. Yeah. What we should do is watch the video right now. It's like a 5-minute video, I promise. It'll really help you out. I promise. It'll give us a basis for conversation. But yeah, I would say get in a surplus and start building some muscle if you're not overweight. But you don't need to be in a massive surplus, but just a little one would be good. Just to get you started. Would be good. Woo. Little Saturday chest and back, yeah. That's one of the questions that we answered the video. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to brush you off. I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to push you to where you need to go. And that'll kind of give you a basis to understand the other things that I tell you, right? It's all good. Like I said, I'm definitely down to talk about it. I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Know what I mean? Woo. But yeah, just a little Saturday pumpage. What up, what up? My man. That is the darkness, isn't it? I believe so. What's up, man? You've been looking jacked in your Twitter pictures, bro. Yeah, it's required reading, basically, yeah. Like, you know, I kind of want to do something today, man. My quads need a little something. It's not really a leg day, but they need a little something. Yeah. And they need a little juice. Oh. I'm trying to rest them just a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, I'm looking jacked. Oh. Gotta get my arms on your level, bro. I might do some quads. They're feeling like they need a little loving. What's the belt for? Bracing your core against it, pushing out, and then the belt pushes back in. It's like a big old meat wall. A meat wall of muscle. Helps connect your upper and lower body, keep you safe and strong, basically. It's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna put it to use right now, as a matter of fact. I'm with you. I don't know if I really even need the belt for anything else. I might be done doing those here in a sec. Yeah. Just to show them some loving, man. We got the machine, may as well do it. Like they need it. Maybe I'll throw some straps on, that might be fun. But the main thing is annoying is your hands get raw doing so many reps. Never heard of Legion? It's a no BS supplement company that makes all their stuff with, like, basically what the slogan is backed by science, proven by you. So all their ingredient selection is scientifically supported. Their dosages are scientifically supported. They use natural ingredients and like no like proprietary blends or BS. So it's just the good stuff. And what's cool on their website, they actually have like all the ingredients listed. So what they use, why they use it, why they use as much of it as they do, and then they have like actual like research studies like annotated, so you can go check out which study said this amount of caffeine is the optimal amount. It's really cool. Really cool. Oh, you'll like it, chicken. I like what you see. It's good stuff. Need a full day eating on the fitness channel? I'm eating like 2 meals a day right now, and it's the same thing. Like a big old salad with some protein in there, like fish or poultry of some kind, 3 cups of rice, a little bit of ranch. I eat that twice a day. And then at night I have 2 scoops of protein and 2 handfuls of peanut M&Ms. Karen, thanks for the 3 months, dude. Big flex for you, appreciate it. Is sumo deadlift and traditional the same? There's a different kind of activation, a different kind of range of motion. You could do both though. I do use creatine, yeah, so that's the Legion Recharge, is their creatine that they make. Yeah, it's good. Back to reasons, yeah. Like, I mean, you gotta respect them, like they don't make BCAAs, because even though BCAAs are really popular and easy money, the science isn't strong, so they don't make them, you know? Peanut M&Ms keep you sane. This gives me a little juice in the tank for the next morning, and it digests pretty nicely. Full natty, yeah. 100% lifetime natural. I haven't messed around with any of that stuff. I don't want to either. I got a lovely, beautiful little baby boy, and I want to spend as much time with him as I can. I'm not trying to croak when I'm 50, because I wanted bigger delts when I'm 30, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. It's not how I'm going to do it, man. Plus, I mean, I like building a physique, but I mean, the main reason I work out every day is it helps me be an effective, kind human being. Makes me feel good. I like the work. The gains are fun though. And I do compete at a professional level in natural bodybuilding, which is cool. But once again, that's just a product of the passion. I do suggest creatine just in general, yeah. Creatine is just good in general. For any sort of athletic pursuit. You probably could take creatine anyway, whether you're working out or not. It's just good for your body. But the Legion Recharge is tasty and very good. So I do recommend it, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can eat other things at night other than peanut M&Ms. They just happen to be working. A little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, a little bit of fast carbohydrate. And then I get up in 7 hours and work out, so works out pretty good. It's just peanuts and chocolate, like I can get down with that. Creatine is not the same thing as protein powder, no. Protein powder is protein. Creatine is creatine. Creatine is an ingredient that your cells use in your muscles to create ATP, which is the unit of energy that kind of like fires your muscles, basically. You should look it up. Creatine's pretty neat. You're just not going to get enough of that from your diet, so supplementing it is good. for muscular endurance and strength. It's kind of like a multivitamin. Just getting something that you're not going to get enough of in your diet that helps you be effective. Some proteins may have creatine in it, but I think that's kind of a sign of a not so good protein product sometimes. Creatine and caffeine can be taken at the same time. They're different things. Creatine is not a stimulant. So yeah, you can take it at the same time. The thing with caffeine is you want to be careful about not taking too many stimulants. So, yeah. I think there have been some studies that showed that caffeine and creatine, I think people have misconstrued they make each other not work. I just think that creatine helps and caffeine helps, but the result isn't additive. You know what I mean? Do you believe in eat big to get big? I do believe that eating in a surplus is important for building mass, yeah. I do. But you don't need to eat a massive surplus to gain a lot of weight. It just takes a little more time. Is pre-workout bad for you? I don't think so, no. It's mostly just caffeine and pump. I haven't tried that one, but I know the Legion one's good. Once again, you just gotta make sure you're not taking too much caffeine. But Legion does make a non-stim pre-workout where it's just a little bit more like all the pump, but it doesn't have the caffeine. If you don't want to take caffeine. I do like caffeine in my pre-workout. That's pretty much the only caffeine that I take most of the time. But yeah. Isolate forearms, not usually, but I think that forearms get a lot of work just from like pulling movements. And I think that like just doing static hangs from a bar is a great way to train forearms. But your forearms do a couple different things. They have like crushing, pinching, and then holding. And I think that for me, I mostly do the holding kind of stuff to get my forearms. Well, that's how I feel. I don't really train forearms specifically, like I said, but still. How much too much caffeine? That's up to you. That's up to you. Yeah. I try to stay under a gram of caffeine a day when I was spreading it out more. But I don't know, how much do I take? I take probably a lot. Yeah, under a gram of caffeine is good. But you don't need to do that. I'm probably taking like 700 milligrams a day, probably. That's a lot. Hey, brother, I gotta do what I gotta do. I got shit to do, man. I work 10, 11 hours a day, and I got a little 3-year-old baby boy. Gotta get after it, man. I gotta get after it. It is what it is. No, you're not getting that much creatine out of food, Schnoz. You're just not. Plus amount of way too, maybe. You're not gonna get enough creatine from food. You can try. It's a lot to eat, though. A lot to eat. Yeah, we'll play some Wrath, yeah. I have Wrath Beta, but one, I'm having a blast with Diablo Immortal still. 2, I don't really want to set up my keybinds. I'm just being lazy. So, yeah. It'll be a while, it'll be a bit, but we'll see. Just having a blast with Diablo. So we'll keep doing the thing. I do push-pull legs most of the time. But I will definitely take days like this where it's just like you just do whatever, just pump and have fun. Yeah. Diablo definitely is pay to win, yeah. It's just also fun. Yeah, like, it's just also a lot of fun. And I have a little bit of my budget, so I can do that, but yeah. I definitely want to see the game move in a more free-to-play friendly direction as time goes on, but I mean, I want to see it move in a more free-to-play direction now, like yesterday. But we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely pay to win, yeah. There's some issues with it, but it's still fun as heck. And I have fun, you know, with the streaming of it too, so. Yeah, it's a little heavy, I think, for sure. It's a little heavy right now. We'll talk about that on stream today, playing it, no doubt about it. But yeah, it's fun. I like it. You should give it a try if you're curious. You're not going to really run into any issues unless you're trying to do like high-ranking PvP anyway. You'll be able to progress your character just fine. Your ability to interact fully with the legendary system and the economy are going to be different, but you can still play that fun for sure. Definitely. I'm having fun. I'm treating myself a little bit. I hardly ever spend any money on anything, so I'm treating myself. You know. How do you reach money investment? So yesterday, we reached probably 1.7K total invested, but that's with 1.6K being sponsored from viewers. People saying, "Here's whale money. Use this on your character." I said, "Okay, we will." So keep that in mind. I think that should be more clearly taken into the consideration of our investment in the game. Yeah, it is cute. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah. But I'd say we're at 1.7K, maybe even closer to 1.8K, if you take into consideration the taxes on the purchases and stuff, but yeah. We're having fun with it, man. And having fun with the game that you're streaming for 8 hours a day is valuable. The game gets a lot of hate, and a lot of the criticism is warranted, but I think I'm enjoying the game so much, and I'm so passionate about the game, that I want to sort of hopefully help the game improve and actually continue to be part of the community, rather than just being like, it's not what I want, I'm out, you know? I want people to be able to have the amount of fun that I have with the game without spending as much as I spent, is basically the long and short of it. So I think it's really fun. I love action RPGs, I love MMOs, I love PvP games. Like this, it's right up my alley. I think it could be fantastic. It just needs to considerably let up on the squeeze on free-to-play players. Free-to-play players need to have a better path of progression. The whole game, the baseline rate and path of progression needs to be improved. But if we do that, it could be fantastic. So we're gonna keep playing it, and if I feel like doing something else, another game comes along that I'm interested in, we'll do that too. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far so fun. I'm excited to play it, I'm excited to theory craft it, I'm excited to stream it, create content about it, and be part of what I hope will be, you know, a more accessible free-to-play experience and more accessible game in the future. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, almost spending 2K on a video game is kind of nuts though, isn't it? Yeah. Well, Diablo 3 is like an ultra streamlined action RPG. Path of Exile is an ultra branching, cascading content, infinite customizability action RPG. And then Lost Ark is basically an MMO with action RPG elements. So they're different kind of games. I'd say Diablo Immortal is actually the most like Lost Ark in terms of its content and the style of game that it is. But Lost Ark does the free-to-play model a lot better, in my opinion. And I actually like the fact that your character's power matters in PvP. That's like the main reason why I think I like Diablo Immortal so much. I just want free-to-play and low-spending players and everybody to be able to grind progression better than just having to pay for it every time you want to progress your guy, you know? But I actually like the fact that your character's power matters in PvP. Lost Ark PvP is completely normalized. That's cool. It's good for people to be able to get into it, but I think it's more interesting when your character's power actually matters personally. It provides context for the grind, because I don't really care about PvE progression all that much. Got that PvP. But I do. I feel like I'm one of the only people who like plays and enjoys Diablo Immortal. Me and JT and Stu and everybody else in the Diablo Immortal section is doing our thing, but yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I see a possibility for that game that I like. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm willing to stick with it for at least a little longer. Woo. See how it goes to doing Diablo 4? Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. That's gonna be insane. D4 is gonna be nuts. Very much looking forward to that. I'm going all in on that one, I think, when that happens. Some more pumps, man. Some more leg pumps. But yeah, definitely. I have to put more weight on here though. I always say that, and then you get to about rep 20, and you're like, oh man, that's heavy. Nice high rep, leg extensions. But I would say if you're curious about Diablo Immortal, give it a try, see if you like it. Check it out, you know. I'm just trying to give you a realistic picture of it as somebody who's played free to play and who has invested, you know. And somebody who likes the game a lot, so there's that too. Oh man. Woo! I think it's worth checking out though. If you like action RPGs and stuff like that. That's a fun one. And PvP is pretty goofy, but it is a blast. So you can definitely check out some of my YouTube videos to see what it's like, in PvP at least. Do you like those kind of games, Marv? The Diablo 3, Path of Exile, Lost Ark stuff? Because I do. Yeah. Yeah. I'd check it out then, Marv, yeah. And once again, you can look at my videos and tune into the stream too. Creatine is, yeah, recharge, yeah. What's my 1 rep max bench press? 355 is my all-time max. 315 is what I pressed on Monday for the power meet. But that was the first time I've done 315 in a long time after hurting my thing. Thank you, Lance. Yeah, there's that, just that whole area of running laps around there, just showing off that farm spot for the high kill streak, I think is really good. Just do it up, you know? Just do it up. All right. A couple more of these. Appreciate you doing that, Lance. Knocking those out for us. This is just a free form kind of workout today. Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Lance. That's great. So I would set rep range shoot for. So some of my workouts are like, you know, 5 by whatever, 3 by whatever, sort of more sort of clear sets and reps. And then sometimes I have workouts like this where I just come in and just hit stuff and just pump, which may not be optimal for the gains, but I don't think that my training is optimized for the gains. I think my training is optimized for the love of the gym. So sometimes just come in there and hit it, you know? Just pick some exercises that seem fun and get after it and just get a little pump. And I think the Saturday afternoon workout that's perfect for that kind of style of workout, you know? Ever had a serious injury in the gym? Well, that's what I said. Remember when I said I strained my pec? I think that's probably the worst thing that ever happened. Which wasn't even like terrible, but yeah, it sucked. But, you know, we're getting it going again. It's all good. It's all good. We were able to push 315 on Monday, which is great. Super cool. Super cool. Moved just fine. Maybe we can even get a short of that too, Lance. I'm putting you to work today, man. I got all kind of ideas. Get a short of that bench press if we haven't gotten that one yet. That was pretty cool. Just hammered that bad boy. Because we got that one moving. That thing moved. That was cool. Just hit it, you know? Just hit it. Yeah, so today just like chest, back, arms, shoulders, pump, you know? Just having a good time out here. Wife said that she would nap with the baby boy so I could work out a little bit. I say, okay, that sounds good to me. I'm there. I'm there. I'm with it. Man, oh man. So yeah, we'll have to do a little bit more serious sort of track training this coming week, but it's got a pump today. Couple more sets of that. That will never cut. Couple more sets of that. I got 10s over here. I might use those instead. We'll see. Woo. There's some curls too. Try some curls. Big plans for the 4th? Now we'll be chilling. 4th of July is Monday, right? Streaming. Streaming. Chilling. Gaming. Probably be a normal work day. But maybe we'll play some V Rising on Monday. At the end of the daytime stream. I think that's probably what we'll plan for V Rising. Got a fun little sponsor opportunity to check that game out again, which we did before, enjoyed it, so definitely down to show it off again. Have some fun with it. Wait, what are we doing? Lance? Scrap him out there in the world PvP. We could. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know, Pigus, I actually don't remember. But it was a nice gym setup, so. Oh, popping people, right, that's right, that's right. Lighten them up. Lighten them up in V Rising. Darn right. I mean, this is it's a nice gym setup, so. But I actually don't remember. I have repressed the memory. Yeah. It's part of the deal. Yeah. This ain't Diablo Immortal. I know, like, I honestly feel like taking the total spent off the screen for Diablo Immortal, I feel like it did kind of cut down on the discussion of that, didn't it? Does it need maintenance? Not really. I mean, maybe it does. We just haven't really done too much about it, right? Oh, thanks, Beard. I appreciate it, man. We'll keep pumping, dude. We'll keep pumping. Yeah, we got this set up in 2016, so it was before all the craziness ensued with the pandemic, but it certainly has come in handy during the pandemic, right? It certainly has. You play Wrath? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I said, we have access to beta. I haven't wanted to set up my keybinds. Ah. And I'm just having a lot of fun with Diablo Immortal still, right? Woo. No Cryox, I have no interest in that one, no. Coffee or pre-workout? I prefer pre-workout. I mean, coffee is a fine pre-workout if you prefer it. I like the way that pre-workout tastes and digests better than coffee for me personally. But no Cryox, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff, man. I'm good. We've been eating a little bit more recently, so I look a little more full, so that's cool. We did a little mini cut phase and then been eating a little bit more, so we kind of have the leanness and the fullness going on, which is cool. But no, don't need none of that other stuff. I'm good. Well, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Thanks for checking in. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. We were definitely not natty in Diablo Immortal, but we were definitely natty IRL. Woo! Man. Yeah. You can definitely continue to make gains naturally, yep. Yeah, I was thinking about playing some Season 4 of WoW, we'll see. It's way too stigmatized. Well, I mean, it is bad for you, like just objectively. It's like, it is not good to do that for your health. But you can talk about it, it's just. I mean, I'm a dad, man. I mean, been natural my whole life. I don't want to do that kind of, I don't want to make decisions that are, bad for my health long term, you know what I mean? I want to make the good long term decisions. And I mean, now I have, not that anything's really changed with my perspective, but I mean, I have a little baby boy. I want to be around for him, you know what I mean? I was on the road being an amateur bodybuilder. Yeah, I earned my pro status in natural bodybuilding. I'm not sure if you were around for that. Yeah. In 2018, I won the Musclemania California Championship, which qualified me to compete as a pro. Yeah. But I'm not doing bodybuilding for my job, you know what I mean? Like, nothing worth sacrificing my health over. Now, things are going to be on Unleashed, man. Big flex for you. Let's go. Yeah, just Like I said, I train because I love it, and I compete because I love training, so. Yep. Yeah, you got it, you got it. You got it, you got it. But no, I mean, I don't want to, I'm not interested in going down that path with my bodybuilding. Just keep training because I like it and keep competing because I'm kind of competitive and I think it's kind of fun, but yeah, we're good. Whew. Thanks. I might be eating around 4,000 a day right now. I was doing a little mini cut and then I bumped it up because we actually had a powerlifting meet on Twitch that we were doing, which was on Monday. So, like I was saying, I'm a little bit leaner, but a little bit more full sometimes. Kind of a good spot. Thanks, Tide. Appreciate it, man. Nah, being a president would cut down on my streaming hours. I won't do that. Cut out my streaming hours. Can't have that. So yeah, when I compete in bodybuilding, I'm just keep on competing in the drug tested natural shows, you know what I mean? Oh man. Man, oh man. Woo! Hello, hello. Sick cash, thanks. Appreciate the love. Gotta keep on working on it, man. Yeah. I'll keep on working on it. Shave that beard, yeah. I don't think I can. People freak out. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I like seeing the new peeps hopping in the chat. What's up, guys? We do these gym streams pretty much every day. The weekends have been a little bit variable, but it's cool to be able to get in the gym right now. That was 315, Lance. Good 315 bench. That felt pretty good. I was proud of that one. Definitely like the way that one went. That was the first time I benched 3 plates in a long time too, after the pec strain. So I'm really glad that we were able to hammer it out now. Just get that moving. Woo. 500 pounds on the bench? No, 315. How little now? He's 3. He's fantastic. He had his first C19 shot yesterday. Tanked it. Seems to be feeling really good today too, so that's awesome. Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, yeah, he's doing awesome. He's such a cool little guy, yeah. Such a cool little dude. No tears, no nothing, just boom. Because I think he was excited because he said that he got a big shot like daddy. So I think he felt pretty good about that, which is great. A good little dude. Got a big shot like daddy. Oh. That's what we told him when Daddy had to get his vaccine. Big shot. exactly. That's good. It's good. Yeah, dude, I tore my freaking pec off of that because of that shot. I did. I'm all for vaccines. That thing messed me up. I did. It was like it was part of the perfect storm that contributed to my pec strain. It's not good. Oh. There you go, Ice. There you go. Officer up recently, not much people get sick. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Sucks. Everybody just kind of wants it to be over, and it's just not, you know? It's not gonna be over for a long time. Especially not in the United States. So proud of the US, yeah. I don't think hospitals are constantly like overfilled, but people get it all the time. It's definitely an issue in the US. The US, there's like, I don't want to get into it too much because it really pisses me off. There's like a contingent of people who are intentionally, belligerently sustained stupidity. You know, that's like, and they're aggressive about it. Aggressive about like making bad choices, you know what I mean? So, like that are against their own self-interest. It's absurd, but yeah. Thankfully, I think, yeah, the hospitals aren't as packed, so. But yeah, it'll continue to be a thing in the US for a while, I think. People just they don't act right, you know? Oh well. What you gonna do, you know? Just keep trying to make good decisions and look out for people and yourself when, you know. It is what it is. Let's do your best. Yeah, the US is really going through it the past little while. It's scary how much the push towards like ultra conservatism and stuff is. It's pretty scary. And it's work, like, you know, it's gaining ground, which is terrifying. But like I said, I don't want to get into it too heavy. We're almost at the end of the workout. Don't need to get all upset. It's been good vibes today. But yeah. Just gotta keep working hard, do the right thing, and be a good person. Take care of everybody around you and see what happens, you know? Make decisions from a place of compassion and understanding and go from there, you know? But it is really sad and upsetting from time to time, especially recently. Some of these Supreme Court decisions are just mind-boggling. But it's right out in the open, man. It's right out in the open. So at least there's that, but it's been like that for a while now. It's kind of scary. But hopefully people respond well and, you know, vote these evil people out. Can't vote out the Supreme Court, but we'll see. They can make changes still. Just gotta have the numbers. Let democracy do its work, even though people try to undermine it. Hey, little lizard, what are you doing in here? A teeny tiny little lizard. What are you doing? What are you doing in the gym? What are you doing in here? It's kind of dangerous. There's a lot of heavy weights and stuff. You might want to go that way. Come on. You gotta go back outside. There you go. Keep going. There we go. The teeny tiny little lizard. Yeah, gigantic mess, yeah. Sucks. Yeah. The teeny tiny little baby lizard. Just wants to cool off a little bit. I just don't want him to get squished or get stuck under the mats and stuff. All right. Yeah, it's pretty warm out. The California sun is the real deal. Yeah. Cali sun's the real deal. Trying to get big. Yeah, maybe he is. Not my bad, homie. I'll be out of your way in a second, big fella. Gotta wait in a second. We do got a couple more sets to do. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you follow the stream. If you're really loving the stream and you got a free Twitch Prime laying around, we'll happily take care of that for you. Oh, I know, man. I gotta clear off the bench for him. of the big fella at work. But we'll do another set or two, and then we'll mosey on out of here. Yeah, what's up, Mar? Thanks so much for that prime, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you, man. Making a nice, clean 20 of the day. You love to see that. Thank you, bro. Okay, we got a little more work to do, and then we're gonna head off, and then we'll be back tonight for the games. Thank you so much, though. Nice, clean 20 on the day. Always nice to hit a nice number like that. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that, boy. Yeah, I've been mostly playing like some action RPGs and stuff recently, but we'll play more WoW for sure. We will. Especially when there's like new WoW stuff. I'm just having a good time doing other stuff right now, I guess. And honestly, the stream is doing like pretty darn good with it. I think YouTube doesn't like the variety as much, but the stream is great. It's good. It's good. Yeah, maybe we'll put in some work on season 4. I could try to get Glad this season too, just for the red mount, but I don't know. Yeah, that was fun stuff, Cry. That was fun stuff. And he went through some pretty sketchy stuff there for a little while, which is really unpleasant to hear about, but you know, can't deny that he helped me a lot when I was getting started, so yeah, that's for sure. Oh man. Yeah, like I don't really want to be that guy who comes back from the 2-week notice and is like, hey guys, you want to help me get Glad? Like I don't know if I really want to be that guy, but like I said, it might just be fun to play because I love Diablo Immortal and I want to keep playing it, but I'm pretty much might be getting a little bit close to about as much as I feel good about spending. You know what I mean? I keep saying that, but because people are being so generous, I don't mind putting a little bit more in. But even if it is somebody else's contribution, I don't want to overstay that. You know, we'll see. We'll see. How much have I spent? We're at 1.7K total, but 1.6 of that was donated for the purpose of spending it on Diablo Immortal. So it's kind of a little bit different, but still, that's kind of a lot still. But I don't think it's going to take a whole lot more for me to get my character about where I think he's going to be, like, set, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still having a lot of fun with the game, and the content seems to be going pretty well overall, so, you know, why not? But yeah, I think that Season 4 might be fun, and I think that a Glad push might be fun, but we got just having way too much fun with Diablo Immortal. And the thing about Diablo is that like you can play that along with other stuff just fine. So we might put like another, like we'll see how this last session goes. We might put like one more round of juice in, especially if WTF decides to come through with more whale food, which he said he was going to. So no pressure on that, but if he decides to, I'm down. We'll see where that puts us. If I can get my 5 stars to rank 5, that's pretty sick. And then maybe get my 2-star to rank 10, and that's pretty like that's as good as it's gonna get. Pretty much. Oh, it's super easy to get fully geared up though, right now. Super easy. But the upgrades along the way are kind of tough, but they're doing away with that next expansion, so keep that in mind. But alright guys, let's wrap it up on a good note. I'm gonna go get some food, chill with the fam, then I'll be back in about 5 hours for some Diablo Immortal grind. Thanks for hanging out, that was a fun pump session. Maybe we'll get some legs in either tomorrow or Monday, but we'll see if we can work out having tomorrow. It's kind of variable, but appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for the sub loving and the good vibes and the chills. make sure you follow the stream. And if you guys want to be super ultra homies, it takes 2 seconds, but it makes a world of difference. Go hit that new video of the Barbarian PvP with a nice thumbs up. Leave a little comment, like some Barbarian pumps, something like that. Show it some love. At least watch that intro. The intro is pretty sick. And I'll see you guys in a little bit for some gaming. See you then. Peace.